This time a quick speed chop, check it out. Bam! I'm getting more construction done here on the backyard gas station build. I'm a professional, don't try this at home. Bam, here we go, I'm back at it at the backyard gas station build. I've got my front wall posts in here, all 4 16-footers. My 2 missing 6x6s for the porch came in the other day. What I want to do today is start layering out the lower treated board around the bottom so I can get some of the stone knocked around and get it down. And there's 2 more posts that go here on the front side, but I want to leave it open so I can get the skid steer in here and start messing around with this gravel. Crusher run here, and I got to build up here. So I'm going to get out the laser. I'm going to show you what that is, construction laser. I'm going to shoot my grades and establish my common point all the way around, and I can draw some lines on here so I can get the boards on level all the way around the thing. It'd be the easiest way to go. So let's go to the laser, I'll show you that. Okay, what I got here is a construction laser. It's on an aluminum tripod, and here you see it has a spinning laser in here. And it basically sends out a horizontal laser line, and then to pick it up I've got this target here. You'll see here there's up and down arrows. So when I get this by the laser, it'll tell me my grade. So I've got a story pole over here with measurements on it. This is in feet, and it's in tenths of feet. Or yeah. So 1/10 of a foot, 2/10 of a foot, 3/10, all the way up per foot. So I'm going to go ahead and put the target on the stick, and I'm going to shoot some grades. Okay, with the laser over there firing, I'm going to bring the story pole over here with a target, and I'm going to go to my post, and I want to find pretty much what my grade is down here. And I think this post is the highest one here, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to take the target, and I wish I had more hands, but I'm going to lower the target down on the story pole till we start beeping here. Oh, there we go. I see it says go up, go up, go up, go up, right there. Oh, down. Like it's going to give me the bottom of that post down there. It's going to give me the thing. I'm going to go around and I'm going to shoot the bottom of these other ones and see where the grade is. I think this is the highest point, and it runs downhill from here and downhill from there a little bit. Alright, there we go. That one's about the same. It's about the same. See, that one's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches lower. Hopefully I can see through the stone pile here. See, I'm about 6 inches low in this corner here. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm going to put a pressure treated 2x8 around the bottom of this for my bottom Girt board. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, the width of a 2x8 is what, 6 3/4 or 7, or I'll measure it with a tape measure. I'm going to measure down the same distance with a tape measure on the story pole, and that'll get me, if I lower the target by the width of the 2x8, then it'll bring the bottom of the grade stick up that far, and then it'll tell me where the top of my 2x8 wants to be. So I'll go ahead and I'll shoot every post, and I'll just take a pencil and I'll draw a line on the post. That'll be the top of my 2x8, and I can easily come around with a 2x8 and screw it and nail it to the bottom, to that top of the bottom of that line. The top of the board will be the line on there, and I can shoot the board. It'll be parallel all the way around, and I'll check over the level, but it's the best way to do it here, and I'll be able to get my bottom board true all the way around the building. So here's my 2x8s here. So let me measure this. It's 7 1/4. So I'll take the target and I'll move it down 7 1/4. Now if I knew the math to convert from tenths to inches, it'd be easy to do it, but I'm just gonna measure down 7 1/4. There, now I've moved the target down on the post, which will bring the bottom of the stick up, and that'll give me the top of that 2x8. So now I can go around and I can shoot every post and draw the pencil line on there, and I'll have my established point to put my lower board on. So now I can go over here. Right there. And this line here, oops, I broke my pencil already. This line here should be 7 1/4 inches down to the dirt line. That'll give me my height. So now I can take the laser and I can shoot every single post all the way around here, draw the line off the bottom of the story pole, and it'll give me the same distance all the way around for my 2x8s. If it can see the laser. And I'll take a tri-square and I'll draw the line all the way around the post so I'll have it. So you see here, the 2x8, I gotta fill the grade up, bring the grade up here a few inches, but it'll be, the bottom of the building will be perfectly level. Now with the marks on here, you can see, I'll go 7 1/4. Where is it? Right there. You can see how much I got to fill this side in about 4 inches or so. It's about 4.5 inches down there. About 2 inches here. This is a little bit higher. This back corner, really got to do some filling. Well, I guess really not really more than that side, about another inch, because 7 1/4 is right there. Yeah, so it's got to go up about 6 inches, which will put all this black, it'll be right at 48 inches in the ground. And then it gets better as I go around here. This hole is a little shy here, but the grade is, there's still a hole here. I ran out of dirt, so anyways, it came out good. But my front side here, it's got to do a little bit of filling, and then it goes all the way to the high point, which is that front corner there. So what you want to do is shoot the high point, establish your grade there, then you do all your filling all the way around. Now probably I'm going to run out of daylight today, but tomorrow or the next day when it's not raining, I'm going to get out those 2x8s and I'm going to start laying them out around the bottom of this, getting them using galvanized 16-penny nails to attach them to the pressure treated posts, and then I can lay out my fabric for my stone and stone all this in here and start knocking down the stone pile and getting this grade brought up all around through here. So I've got more, so I can start getting this, and then the rest of the stone I can start spreading out front, and then any extra stone I can load out. But that is how you shoot grade with a sight laser. Thanks to my buddy for letting me borrow that. I gotta go put it away, and I got another project I'm working on, so I'll come back here in a day or two and I'll start working on this building some more. Okay, it's a couple days later. I'm back at it here. It actually rained a couple days, so it's good to help settle some of these posts down here. So I'm putting the bottom boards on. These are treated 2x8s, and I went, I saw where I did with the laser, so I translated the line all the way around with the square, and I've got the bottom board put on 3/4 of the way around here. I'm going to use galvanized 16-penny nails to nail this in here, so they won't rust, they won't rust the treated lumber. But I've just went and I've tacked it on with a screw gun all the way around so I can get my eyeball going. You can really see how much I got to bring it up, about 6 inches in this on this side here. But I've gone down to the 16-footer down here, and I've stopped because the last piece is going to be a 10-footer, and it's going to extend out to do the end of the storage building and the 2-foot of the office or the gas station. So I'm not going to put that piece on until I drill the holes for the corner, which I can't do until I get the bracing taken off the front. All right, before I do the stone, I'm going to put my top outside upper plate on here. So I went and I've measured 8.5 inches up from my bottom plate up to here, and I've got a 2x10, which is 9 1/4 inches, so it's going to stick up above the post just a little bit. And I went and I did that measurement all the way down. I've added these cleats here to set the 2x10 on. They'll get nailed on more later. I just got them screwed on temporarily. And then I've added a couple of deadman there in the middle to help. I'm going to take the board up and set it in the notch there, and that'll hold it up so I can get it squared up and tacked on. So I'm going to go get that. Got a 20-footer 2x10, and there'll be one on the inside as well, but I'm not sure if the bottom of the trusses is tapered here, if it starts tapering later. So I'm going to put that on. I'm going to establish this outside one, and then when I put the trusses on, I'll put the inner one in to hold it. And then there will be, in between them, there will be 2x6s nailed up that will tie to the side of the trusses to hold the tails down and tie all this together. Look at that. Man. Well, that like worked gangbusters there. See, I got a little gap here. I either measured wrong there, or it's got to come down just a hair on this side. So that cripple or whatever you want to call it right there is just a hair high. It's hard to measure around these 2x4s, so it's like a 1/16 high. And this one's just a shade low. But I'll get it parallel. I'll get the 4-foot level and get it leveled out. But that worked good. This is a tip when you're working by yourself. Don't forget to do like cleats like this. It really helps you hang on so you're not trying to like fight with a thing and end up falling off the ladder and dying. So that worked good. I got my 1.5 inch overhang here. Eventually these will be capped off, so there will be, when the other top plate is on here, I'll put a piece of 2x6 or something to support both of them, and then the truss will sit right on the edge and go. But it's gonna be pretty strong. I'm just gonna go ahead and level it up, get it tacked on with some screws, make sure it's level, and I'm gonna screw a nailer home. Okay, I got my fabric laid out here for the back corner, and I've shoveled a little bit by hand here. What I did, this is going to be lawn out here, so I used my big rocks to make like a dam so I don't waste crusher on. And then I'll pull some of the bigger ones out of here, and I'll just bury the rest with all this topsoil over here, come up onto the boards just a little bit, and just kind of feather this lawn down. I'm going to jump in a skid steer and put the bucket on and try to get some of the stone pushed around in here and get it leveled out a little bit. Okay, so it's the next day. I got this graded. It's still pretty high in the center here. I'm going to shoot it with a laser, establish like a grade, and then drag this out. But I just want to show you this morning I got the inner board put on here. The reason this one's on the inside and that one's on the outside is the office for the gas station is going to be framed out 2 foot on the front of this. It's only going to be 2 foot deep, kind of like a big display case. And I wanted the this back wall I'm going to sheathe with like Endurashine, like T111 siding. Put the painted side on the inside, and there'll be shelves in the wall, and I'll paint it all white, and that'll be for like a display area inside the gas station. So it's going to be framed up on this inside wall here, so that's why this board is on the inside. Then there's going to be 2x8s going out 2 foot and then across the front, and I'll have a decking, a floor decking in there of a wood floor. So I've just got to go, now I've got this, I got to nail this board on here, and I'm going to go and get the machine out and pull more of the stone away and try to shoot the grade and get it down to where it's got to be. Pile the rest up over there for later, and then go. But I think that's about it for this video. I did a lot of building these last 2 days, even though it doesn't look like I did a whole lot. It's a lot of tedious work. I had to do a lot of math to figure out my my upper parts there and get my pieces made, the little step-up piece to grab the end of the truss and all that. So it got a lot of little intricate work done that you don't really get to see on camera too much. But I got it all laid out, and I'm just going to keep tinkering on it here. The next time, I think I'm going to be putting some Girt boards on and getting ready for trusses. So stay tuned for that. This is going to be an exciting build. Hopefully this building's going to be awesome when it gets done. It's going to be really cool to see like an old Ford's gas station in my backyard. I can display a lot of stuff at it, some cars and stuff, and I think it'd be pretty cool. Maybe get some people come over, do some photo shoots or something like that. So I'm getting excited. Hope you guys are getting excited watching the backyard build series here at the Quick Speed Shop.